Hello everyone, welcome to today's topic In the Kingdom of Fools, written by A.K. Ramanujan of class 9th. It is rightly said, a fool knows the price. It is rightly said, a fool knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. I hope this quote is clear to all of you. So, my dear student, before beginning of the chapter, can you tell me what do you understand by in the kingdom of fools? I hope you know the word kingdom and I know you know the word fools. So, this is the story of a kingdom of fools. Now, this is the image of the writer. Let us begin the story. Poet name is A.K. Ramanujan. Born on 16th March 1929, Mysore. Died 13 July 1993, Chicago, Illinois, United States. Now let us see the chapter. In the Kingdoms of Fool. The above story is a Kannada folktale taken from A.K. Ramanujan's Folktales from India. The story is all about a kingdom of fools, and this kingdom is ruled by a foolish king and his foolish minister. So this is the folk tale of Ramanujan, and here we will see a kingdom where the king and his minister is foolish. Once they ordered that night should be considered as day and vice versa. That means here the king is saying that whatever work is done at night is done at day, and whatever the work done at daytime is done by or is done at night time. So it's vice versa. One day, two men, a guru and his disciple, visited the kingdom and found everything reversed. So one day what happened? A guru and his disciple, they came to see this kingdom, and when they entered, they saw everything was reversed. As I told you, day was considered to be night and night was considered to be day. They were surprised to see people sleep in broad daylight, and when darkness spread, everyone became active. That means when nights fall, people work, and at the daytime they used to sleep. There was a kingdom of fools. In this kingdom, both the king and the ministers were idiots. They reversed everything and denied justice to their people. They changed day into night and night into day. They ordered their people to sleep during day and work only after dark. So, this king and minister, they ordered people to work at what time? Night time, and sleep during daytime. Anyone who disobeyed this order would be put to death, and the people did accordingly. So, whoever doesn't obey these rules, then he or she will be punished. Their surprise double when they went to the market. So when this guru and disciple, they went to the market, they were surprised. Why? Because they found that everything cost the same. That means whatever they will purchase, everything will be of the same cost. The guru and his disciples were happy because the system allowed them to buy all the food, and they wanted for a rupee. So it was a really surprising task that whatever you want in the same price you will get everything, whatever it is. So they were very surprised after entering the market. The guru was a wise person. He told his disciple that it would not be safe for them to stay in the kingdom of fools. So the guru says to the disciple that, my dear disciple, we should leave this place. It is not safe for us. But the disciple was not ready to leave the place because good and cheap food was available there. So the guru left the kingdom and the disciple stayed on. Being a great foodie, he ate his fill every day and became fat in a few days. So my dear student, here the disciple stays there and the guru left because he was a wise man and he has a magical power. He knows what will happen later. But this disciple, so he's thinking that yes, I can stay here, I can eat whatever I want, because he was a foodie. Okay. One day a thief broke into a rich merchant's house by making a big hole in the wall. So one day what happened? To a big merchant's house, a thief went inside to steal. But as he was going out with the stolen things, the wall of the old house collapsed on his head and killed him on the spot. So see the consequence. The thief went inside a rich merchant house to rob, and while coming out with that stolen product, the wall was so weak that it fell down on him and he died on the spot. The brother of the thief came running to the king and pleaded means requested him to punish the merchant for not building a good and strong wall. And the merchant was brought before the king. So here how foolish the people are. See, the thief was dead on the spot, and the thief brother came running to the king and says that, "My dear majesty, give me justice. Punish the man who did not build a good and strong wall." Now the king heard the case and found him guilty of the thief's spot death. But the merchant put the blame on the bricklayer. So now the thief, where he went to the house, that rich merchant, he was put in the court, and now the rich merchant is saying that, "My dear majesty, it's not my fault. It is the fault of the bricklayer who made the house. He made the wall. So you should punish him." Now the big bricklayer pleaded the king to punish the dancing girl. Now one by one everyone is saying, okay, punish him or punish her. He is the reason or she is the reason behind all this. So my dear student, how foolish this kingdom is. Here the people are also not smart enough. They are foolish. Now the rich merchant is saying to the bricklayer, and now the bricklayer will say something else. So the bricklayer is brought to the court, and now the bricklayer is saying that punish the dancing girl who distracted his attention by going up and down that street. So this bricklayer is saying that punish the girl while I was making this wall, this girl was moving around, and due to the anklet jingling sounds, due to the sounds of her anklet, I was distracted, and due to which I could not build up a strong wall. Now the dancing girl is again brought to the court. The dancing girl, now an old woman, was brought to the court, and she put the blame on the goldsmith. Now see how clever these people are. Now this girl, the dancing girl, is trying to say that it is not me, that I am the reason behind this death. Punish the other person, due to which this bricklayer made a weak wall. So in this way the story revolves around one another, and see how foolish the kingdom people are. So my dear student, it's a very big story, so I want each and everyone to read it out, and this is all about part 1. In my next video we will come with the part 2. So thank you all for watching my videos. If you have any queries, comments, feedback, do comment on my comment box. I hope you understood part 1. In my next video we will be dealing on part 2. Till then, please open your book and try to comprehend by yourself. Thank you all.